Hi everybody, this is Catherine Knight from Second Life. You might have seen my other tutorial about how to make a t-shirt, and all of that comes from my book, and I just wanted to really quickly go through my book with you. The website is at the bottom there, catherineknight.com/book, and make sure you put in the extra E. You'll see this page when you get here. But the most important thing was I wanted to show you inside the book. Ooh. This is inside the book. Obviously, it's an ebook. I do have a physical copy at Amazon.com, so you can look for it there if you would prefer a physical copy, but this is instant, so that's kind of cool. And this is my book. Starts with a little intro. Yeah, that's my character. She's hanging out at home next to her desk, just like I do. And I wanted to let you know what's in here because there's all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, contents, acknowledgments, introduction. For the newer people, what is Second Life? What is this guide about? Who is this guide for? And all that will be explained, and I'll go over that in a minute. Chapter 1 is all about choosing a product, clothing design, architecture, artwork, hair design, skins and shapes, jewelry, and there's just like a ton more things that you can make in Second Life. Shoes, accessories, furniture, weapons, vehicles, and more. And chapter 2 is about, SL basics, premium versus basic accounts. The basic accounts are free, so there's a big difference here. Using PayPal to transfer your lindens into cash. What are linden dollars? What's a prim? What's a texture? What are scripts? Copyrights that you should know about in Second Life, and those are changing all the time. Tax implications of having your own business. All of this is covered in my book. Chapter 3 is about buying and renting land, prim count, mainland, estates, covenants, land settings, malls and markets. All of that is covered in great detail. And chapter 4, building your store, or buying a prefab, building it yourself, hiring someone else to do it for you. All that is ins and outs are covered here for that. Chapter 5 has basics of building. If you're new, this is especially good to know. And even if you're experienced, I might have something here that you're not sure about that I do explain in detail with photos and everything like that, so I make it really easy. The edit window shapes, rotation, size, linking, uploading textures, adding light, shine, and texture to your objects, adding scripts to your objects, item rights, additional resources, and all of this is all explained in my book, as I said, in detail with photos, so that's really, really nice. Chapter 6, I do have a Photoshop tutorial. I explain the basic interface of Second Life, what a template is, what layers are, what an alpha channel is, that all has to do with Photoshop, what a target is, which is the file that SL uses, and there's more in depth about that. A t-shirt walkthrough, which I also have the video up, and an advertising walkthrough on how you advertise in Second Life. The next chapter is chapter 7, and I have how you display your products, the vendors, web-based sales, single prim boxes, packaging, all of that. All of that has to do with how you make money in Second Life. Obviously you've got to display it. Chapter 8 is all about advertising and marketing, classifieds, billboards, banners, websites, blogs, profiles, events, newspapers, and magazines, everything that has to do with Second Life and what you could do with all of these to get more attention to your products so you can make sales. And then I just have some final thoughts and about acknowledgments. I have worked with a lot of different people. Delina Payne is actually my husband's character. There is a lot in this book that I think that you would be interested in. This really helps a lot of different people. Introduction, here's what Second Life is, and as you can see I have all kinds of pictures, and I'm just going to scroll through this really quick. Okay, that was one of my old stores. Here's this important part. Who is this guide for? This guide is for the person who wants to know about starting their own business in Second Life, and how it is definitely possible to make a really good income from Second Life if you're willing to work at it. And it's just really fun to work in Second Life. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to go too far into the book because obviously that wouldn't make any sense. But if you're interested, there's a link to buy the book on the side of the video screen on the right side. Or you can visit the website address that's at the bottom. Thank you for watching my video and have a great day.